Hi, welcome back to Carol's Vegan Kitchen. We're going to be making a pumpkin soup with apple and coconut milk, an onion, and some spices. And I've never made this before. This is an experiment for me, and hopefully you'll experiment with it too. And as I've said in other videos, I don't measure anything. I just throw things in a pot, and it always works out. So you can modify any of these ingredients any way you like. This is the apple. I cut it up a bit. The onion, can of pumpkin, can of coconut milk. And here's some avocado oil. I'm going to saute the onions with the avocado oil. Just throw a bunch in. Didn't measure it, not important. You have to have enough to cook the onion, but I guess after years and years of cooking, I just sort of know how much to put in. So I'll get this started. And this is all going to be blended at the end, so it really doesn't matter what size pieces your onion. These are kind of fairly large pieces. But when they're soft, it'll all blend together. So I'm stirring the onion, smelling really good. It's getting, kind of yellow. You know how onions get when they're cooked a little bit. All right, I'm adding this container of vegan vegetable broth to the onions. Okay. And then I'm going to add this can of pumpkin. And it's all heating as I'm doing this. The fire is under the pot. Very seasonable soup for a cool winter day or late fall day. Thanksgiving and Christmas is coming, so it's very, very seasonal. An alternative to pumpkin pie. Or why not pumpkin pie and pumpkin soup? Whatever you want to do, there's no rules. Okay, I'm going to stir that all around. Next, I'm going to add my can of coconut milk. As I've explained in prior videos, this is called the coconut cream, all this like solid part that rises to the top. And there's liquid underneath, so I'll spoon out the solids. You can make kind of whipped cream out of this coconut cream. What you do is you chill the can upside down, and then all the solids definitely will be on the top or the bottom. You open up one side or the other. And you can whip it up. You could add some sweetener or like maple syrup, whatever sweetener you like. And you have vegan whipped cream. And it's delicious. And you could add vanilla flavoring to it or almond flavoring extract. So now I'm going to stir everything because the coconut cream is lumpy, and I'm going to make sure it blends. It's a very simple soup. Very easy to make. You're basically just heating everything up together. You're cooking the onions a bit, and then you're just heating it up. And then I'm going to put it all in the blender. Okay, and I have my apple here. I cut up 2 apples, so I'm going to put that in. I want those to cook, so it'll be easier to blend. So we're basically making a vegan pumpkin apple coconut soup with curry. I'm going to put curry flavoring in it. I think curry and apple and pumpkin are great. But you could use any kind of spices you like. You could use pumpkin pie spice if you want. But I'm not that fond of pumpkin pie spice. So I'm using curry. And I like the kick of the curry. Adding a pinch or 2 of this pink Himalayan salt. which also can be adjusted. stir it all together, and now I'm just going to let it cook. Bring it to like a boil or a simmer, you know, a boil, I guess, and let the apples cook, get them soft, and then we'll blend it. All right, well, I've cooked the apples until they're soft. You can simmer it. You don't have to boil it or anything. If you boil it too long, you can lose all your liquid. And I'm going to add some curry powder to taste. All right, I'm going to use my tasting spoon here. I'm going to taste it now because this was an experiment and I've never made this before, ever. I don't even know if I've ever made pumpkin soup, but it just seemed appropriate for the time of year. I'm tasting it. Wow. It's really good. I wish you could taste it with me. I'm adding a tiny bit more curry, just a little more kick. Just a bit. And you know, after the soup is cooked, when you spoon it into your individual bowls, the different people you're serving it to could add their curry or whatever else they want as well on their own. So it's better, I think less is more when you're cooking for other people. Okay, now we're going to do the fun part of blending it all in my trusty blender. Be very, very quick. Get out my ladle right here. Put this on the countertop. I have a stainless steel countertop, so it does not get damaged from a hot pot. If you have another kind of countertop that would get damaged from a very hot pot, you'd better use a buffer or a towel, whatever, so you don't damage your pot, your countertop. I love that about the stainless steel countertop. You don't have to worry about it. I mean, the whole cooking time and preparation time, it can't be more than 20 minutes. From beginning to end to gorging yourself on pumpkin apple soup with curry and onion. I think it's best to do it in 2 different batches. Okay, I'm going to blend this in batches so I don't get an overflow where all the beautiful soup ends up all over the kitchen. Look at the steam. Did you see the steam coming out of the top of the blender jar? So I've blended about half of what was in my original pot, and I'm transferring it. You can see it's a nice, lovely liquid now. Blended very easily. Everything was very soft. And now I'll put this here to just get it out of the way, and I'll blend the rest of it. You know what you've heard about eating all different colors of foods for health? Well, this is your orange color. I think I can safely just pour the rest in. Okay. It's fairly full, the blender jar, so I'm not gonna make sure I take it slow with the speed of the blender so it doesn't overflow. Okay. It is sufficiently liquefied. You know, when they first invented blenders, they were called liquefiers for obvious reasons. My sister got married in 1964, and I believe that was when Waring Company made the first blenders. And I had very little money, but I really wanted to buy my sister a blender for her marriage. So when I saved enough money, about a year later, I presented her with a Waring blender. Okay, pumpkin apple soup. Ladle some out. Look at that, how smooth it is, and beautiful color. It's nice and hot from the cooking, but you can actually let this cool if you like, or you can even heat it and make it hotter, whatever you prefer. These are toasted pumpkin and sunflower seeds that I toasted for about 5 minutes in my toaster oven. You could do it in your regular oven as well. So I like that as a garnish. Pumpkin seeds and pumpkin soup. And it adds a little crunch. I always like crunchy food. There you go. One of a kind, first ever from Carol's Vegan Kitchen, vegan pumpkin soup. I don't want to blow my own horn, but I think it's perfect. It's yummy. Good day. Have fun cooking.